The year is 1992. Picture a dimly lit, graffiti-scarred alleyway. A young man, barely out of his teens, hands trembling, scores a gram of heroin. Fast forward to 2024. A teenager, alone in his room, orders synthetic opioids with a few clicks on his phone, delivered discreetly like any other online purchase. The drugs may have changed, the methods of access evolved, but the story remains tragically familiar. The landscape of drug use has undergone a seismic shift in the past few decades. What was once relegated to the shadows of society, shrouded in secrecy and stigma, is now readily available with a tap on a screen. This evolution of the drug market, from clandestine street corners to the vast expanse of the internet, has brought new challenges and intensified old ones. The drugs themselves have morphed, with potent synthetic opioids like fentanyl flooding the market, making the stakes higher, the potential consequences even more devastating. This isn't just about the drugs themselves, it's about the lives they touch, the families they shatter, and the individuals struggling to escape their grasp. It's about understanding how we got here, the forces that drive addiction, and what we can do to stem the tide. It's about recognizing the humanity in the midst of the crisis, the resilience of the human spirit, and the enduring hope for recovery. The drug market of the 1980s and 90s was a different beast. It was a world of face-to-face interactions, fraught with danger and uncertainty. Dealers operated in the shadows, relying on whispers and street reputations. The quality of drugs was inconsistent, often laced with unknown substances, making the risks even greater. Today, the internet has become the new battleground in the war on drugs. The dark web, with its promise of anonymity and ease of access, has become a breeding ground for drug trafficking. Synthetic opioids, cheap to produce and highly potent, are flooding the market. This new landscape presents unprecedented challenges for law enforcement and public health officials. The accessibility of drugs online, coupled with the anonymity it affords, has made it easier for people to experiment with substances they might not otherwise encounter. This is particularly true for young people, who are more likely to be tech-savvy and less aware of the potential consequences. The evolution of the drug market is a stark reminder that we can't simply arrest our way out of this problem. We need to address the root causes of addiction, provide support for those struggling, and educate future generations about the dangers of substance abuse. This isn't just a law enforcement issue. It's a societal issue that demands a multifaceted approach. Addiction is not a choice. It's a complex disease that hijacks the brain's reward system. Drugs like opioids flood the brain with dopamine, creating a surge of pleasure that reinforces drug-seeking behavior. Over time, the brain becomes reliant on these artificial highs, leading to tolerance and withdrawal symptoms when drug use is stopped. The impact of addiction extends far beyond the physical. It wreaks havoc on mental health, leading to anxiety, depression, and even psychosis. The constant craving for the next fix consumes the addict's thoughts, making it difficult to focus on anything else. Daily activities like work, school, and relationships fall by the wayside as the addiction takes hold. The stigma surrounding addiction often prevents individuals from seeking the help they need. They may fear judgment from loved ones or worry about the consequences of admitting their struggles. This shame and secrecy can be isolating, pushing individuals further into the throes of addiction. It's essential to remember that addiction is not a sign of weakness. It's a treatable disease, and recovery is possible with the right support. We need to break down the stigma surrounding addiction and create environments where individuals feel safe seeking help. Addiction doesn't just impact the individual, it sends shockwaves through families and communities. Loved ones watch helplessly as someone they care about is consumed by their addiction, often feeling helpless and unsure of how to help. The emotional toll can be immense, leading to feelings of guilt, anger, and resentment. Families often find themselves walking on eggshells, trying to manage the addict's unpredictable behavior and mood swings. Financial resources may be drained as the addict prioritizes their next fix over everything else. Siblings may feel neglected, their own needs overshadowed by the crisis at hand. Coping mechanisms vary from family to family. Some may try to control the addict's behavior, imposing strict rules and ultimatums. Others may withdraw emotionally, unable to cope with the constant turmoil. There's no right or wrong way to navigate the challenges of loving someone with an addiction. Support groups and family therapy can provide a lifeline for loved ones struggling to cope. These spaces offer a safe and supportive environment to share experiences, learn coping strategies, and connect with others who understand the unique challenges of addiction. Even in the darkest depths of addiction, there is always hope. Recovery is a journey, not a destination, and it's often marked by setbacks and triumphs along the way. The first step is acknowledging the problem and making the conscious decision to seek help. Treatment options vary depending on the individual and the severity of the addiction. Detoxification programs provide medical supervision to manage withdrawal symptoms, while inpatient and outpatient rehab facilities offer therapy and support to address the underlying causes of addiction. Medication-assisted treatment, or MAT, has emerged as an effective tool in the fight against opioid addiction. Medications like methadone and buprenorphine help to reduce cravings and withdrawal symptoms, providing a stable foundation for recovery. Recovery isn't just about abstaining from drugs. It's about healing the mind, body, and spirit. It's about rediscovering passions, rebuilding relationships, and reclaiming a sense of purpose. The journey from addiction to awareness often begins with the body. Substance abuse takes a toll on physical health, leaving individuals depleted and disconnected from their physical selves. Reclaiming a sense of bodily awareness can be a powerful step in the recovery process. Yoga, meditation, and other mindfulness practices can help individuals reconnect with their bodies and develop a sense of inner peace. Exercise releases endorphins, naturally boosting mood and reducing stress, which can be particularly helpful in early recovery. Nutrition also plays a vital role in recovery. A healthy diet provides the nutrients the body needs to heal and repair after the damage of addiction. Learning to nourish the body with wholesome foods can be a transformative experience. Body awareness is about more than just physical health. It's about tuning into the body's signals and learning to recognize triggers that may lead to relapse. It's about cultivating self-compassion and developing a sense of agency over one's own body and mind. It's about reclaiming the body as a source of strength and resilience on the path to lasting recovery.